Hello, my lovely Pisceans. Welcome to your September 2018 reading. September already. Let's see what's in store for you. This is a general reading for you, my lovely Pisceans. If you would like to also listen to your rising sign and your moon sign, some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. Listen to all three. Gives you a different perspective on what's going on around you as well. I would like to thank you for subscribing, for liking and for commenting on my channel. I do read the comments. Thank you very much. And I would really like to thank you for your support. Also, big thank you to all the people that have booked a private reading with me. It's really nice to connect with you all on the other side of this screen, so that the energy's been really fantastic, and it does improve the energy when I'm doing these monthly readings as well, because I get a feel for who's listening to this, who is on the other side of this screen, which is really good. I really have enjoyed connecting with you. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, follow the link below to my website and you can book a personal reading one-on-one with me, which is going to be much more specific to you, to answering your questions and where you're at this point as well, and what's up ahead for you. So it's going to be more specific for you. This is a general reading. Some of these things will resonate with some of you. For some of you, all of it will resonate. And it will vary from month to month. So I hope you enjoy your September reading. So let's get started. All right, so the first card that is around you here is the Knight of Cups. And when I sort of pull this card, when I put it out, I just got this real sense of there's just going to be a lot of communication for you over the internet, texts, emails. There's going to be information over the wires. There's messages coming to you. You're sending out messages. So there's connections that you're making with different people over the wires. For some of you, it's a dating site. For some of you, it's work. For some of you, it's connecting with people, friends, family that are overseas. But there's a love connection that's coming over the wires for you, that's going to play a very big part for you in September. It's going to be really important for you to have that connection, and I feel like it's a good connection. It's a connection that makes you feel really really good. But I do want to say to some of you, this is the card that's crossing you, and it's about keeping it real. It's about being cautious about what you put in words, what you write. For some of you, it's about being cautious about who you're connecting with over the internet, over wires, if you don't know who they are. Words are going to be really important. It's also about keeping your feet as much as you can, keeping your fins, keeping it on the ground, to be grounded as well, not to go off into this imaginative world that Pisceans are really good for. It's about seeing through the veil, I want to say. Keeping it realistic when you're talking over the wires, when you're talking over the internet or typing. It's very easy to have things misinterpreted. So take care. That's just a word of warning there. Take care. What's happening for you in September too is it's going to be a real month of a review. It's going to be a month of things coming up from the past. For some of you, it's someone coming back from the past. That may be what this communication and messages is over the internet, and being cautious and thinking about what it is you're writing. Often people that are in the past for a reason. So don't romanticize. We tend to remember the good times about people rather than the reality. So try and keep it focused and remember the reality of a situation as well, because there's going to be a revisiting of the past. Someone may come back from the past to you and tell you all sorts of things. Really take things with a grain of salt. Really look at what's being said, what's being shown to you. For others of you, it's simply about memories and situations from the past coming up to be reviewed and to be released and to, you know, to allow you to move forward. So there's going to be a real stirring of emotions here, a real stirring of memories for a lot of you Pisceans, to review, and you know, this sort of tells me too, it's about looking at it, and it's about cutting it down, you know, where that's been holding you back, things from the past, memories from the past, hurt from the past has been holding you back. It's about cutting that down. It's about cutting it all down and moving forward with this, you know, having it no longer influence you or affect you, so that you can move forward, because it can create our own private prison. Memories can create your own private prison. It can stop you from moving forward. You're going to have this urge to do this. I mean, this is all going to be stirred and happening for you from the universe. You've got, you know, messages coming with the crow. The crow's a very spiritual animal, and so they're messages that are coming to you intuitively, messages that are coming to you intuitively, and it's about being attuned and listening to those messages. But it's also that the energies that are coming from the universe that are going to start stirring things that need to be moved on, that need to be released, that need to be cut down and moved on and moved out of your life. You know, that is also going to be happening around you as well. Because what that's going to do, this moving on of all this that is no longer relevant for you, that's no longer suited to where you're headed, and also, you know, where you might be wishing someone from the past would come back. Well, maybe they do, and maybe you see them completely differently, and for you, you're then able to finalize it and move on from that situation, which will be, you know, really cleansing and really healing for you Pisceans. So that's what's coming up with you, and what that's going to create for you is this seat of confidence, this seat of being able to move on, being able to manifest and bring in, and Pisceans, you're really good at manifesting and bringing in what is going to be good for you, what works for you. It's, you know, all the good, everything that's good, that's creative, that's beautiful, that is abundant. New ideas. The Empress is also about giving birth to new ideas, giving birth to new plans, moving forward, making changes that are going to be beneficial to you. So that, you know, this, while you might think, oh gosh, revisiting this past, it's going to be really hard. You know, why is all this stuff coming up? It's coming up to give you an opportunity to move those blocks on. And when the better you are at moving those blocks on, the more this Empress card is going to allow you to create this joy, this happiness, this abundance, these opportunities that are what you deserve, what you are needing to come in to replenish and to heal you. And so it allows you to move forward. And I feel like it's like the Midas touch. You know, everything you touch is going to turn to gold. Everything you touch is going to be successful. Everything you touch is going to work in your favor, and that is going to depend on how thorough you are about eliminating and moving on things that are from the past that are not necessary to be carrying into the future. You can release them. You know, you have an opportunity here to walk away from what is no longer relevant to you, what is no longer beneficial to you, what is no longer going to heal you and improve you and bring you happiness and joy. Release those hooks and let it go, because what that brings forward is the sun. And, you know, the sun will shine in every corner, you know, get rid of all shadows, get rid of all darkness, get rid of, you know, it's new growth. The sun nourishes, it nurtures, it promotes growth. And that's what's going to come about when you eliminate what is no longer relevant. When you say, no, I'm going to walk away from that, you are also saying to the universe, I want what is I'm worth, and I want good things coming my way, and they certainly do start coming your way once you've cleared this. And the sun coupled with the Empress, well, there's going to be no stopping you here. There's going to be absolutely no stopping you here. It's just going to bring in everything that you've desired, everything that you're seeking, everything that you're wanting. I really like that So, you know, it's interesting because you're going to get these messages early in September. You know, for some of you it'll be through September, but you're going to get these messages coming to you over the wires that will stir up these memories, these past situations, and it's about you keeping it real, keeping it realistic, and really remembering it for what it was rather than romanticizing it and having the strength to walk away from it. And that's going to, and you know, once you do that quite thoroughly, and with the Sun and the Empress creating the future that you're seeking, you know, you're going to be in a situation where you are balanced. You're balancing work and love life, and you know, there's just, and I feel like there is opportunity for those that are single to bring in this love connection in September. For those of you that are in a relationship, it's about strengthening that, finding that balance, equality, and strengthening what you have and building on that. I feel like for some of you, you're balancing work, you're balancing home, you're balancing two situations, but you're doing it, you're achieving it, and you can do that really well. You can balance what's going on in your life. And I also want to say to you, it's like balancing emotions and intellect. Finding that balance, you know, so you don't have two fish swimming in different directions in conflict. There's a balance, there's a unity, because I feel like what's coming to you, what's coming towards you is this karmic balance, justice. Justice is the scales. To me, justice is weighing out the past events and the future events, and how well you've carried yourself in the past. You're going to reap those benefits in the future. So there's this karmic reassessment, this karmic balance for some of you. For some of you, I feel like the Justice card is some sort of legal issues that need to be settled, and they will be settled. They will be settled in your favour. You will get. You will be. There is a balancing out of that, so you will be okay with that. There's, for some of you, it's signing of contracts. It could be a lease, it could be a loan, it could be buying a new house, buying a new car, it could be, you know, divorce proceedings, it could be, you know, inheritance issues that need to be dealt with. It's coming to a close, it's being dealt with, and it's in a positive way. It's being dealt with in a positive way. And so you've got to make sure that you don't dwell on what you've lost, what's gone on in the past, and you dwell on what is ahead of you in the future, because you've still got a future there. So don't focus on the pain and the hurt and the past and the loss. Focus on your future and what you've got coming up ahead for you, because there's a lot coming up ahead for you. There's a real moving out of hard times. This is moving out of hard times. There's new growth. There's new, you know, the difficulties, the little obstacles that you've had in your way. Some of you have had quite big ones, and some of you not so big. But there's a clearing of that. You're coming out of the forest. You're coming out of the hard times. You're coming out of the obstacles. Things are going to start to flow for you. They're going to start to flow for you, and it's going to then be about deciding what it is you want to create. You really need to think about it, and you need to be really clear about it, because you've got the Empress card as well. So it's really about working out what it is you want to do, what it is you want to achieve, where you want to be as far as work, finances, love, health, the whole lot. But you really need to be clear about it. So get a journal, write it down. Write down what you want to bring into your life, because September is that sort of month. Moving out of, you know, write down what you want to get rid of and bring in what you want to have in your life, to have around you, because there's that opportunity as well, which is really good. I also took a card from the Dreams of Gaia for you to see what is energetically what is also going on. And you know, you've got the it's an air, it's air, and it's about inner strength. What have you learned from the past? and maintaining that balance. What have you learned from the past? What are you going to take with you into the future? That skill, that knowledge, nothing is wasted. It builds character, it builds strength, it builds understanding and empathy, it builds compassion for others. It's a time of growth. And so what you've been through is a rite of passage. And it's about taking what you've learned with you into the future to make you that better person, to make you more determined and to make you stronger, so that you can define what it is you want to bring into your life, because there's a lot of abundance and a lot of good coming, coming your way. You've got the sun as well. So absolutely fantastic. And with the Empress there, you can create in strength and in confidence what you want to bring in. And this is also a really strong card, but centered. Don't let your emotions run away with you. Don't let your imagination run away with you. Keep it real and clear. Okay? Fantastic. I really like that. So I wish you all the best for September. I wish you many, many blessings, and I will see you next month.